welcome back to the Reality Unzipped podcast. I'm your host, Brittany. I have here with me my co host and partner and Bay and AV guy and producer manager person, Dorian.
I don't know about all that other stuff, but yeah. Some of that, most of that stuff, but yeah.
All of those things.
All right, okay.
Anyways, so we're here in your faces because I wanted to chat about something that I was going through and probably didn't realize it for the longest thing. For the longest time. That thing is called burnout. Um, and me and Dorian were chatting about it like for a little second. So we figured why not bring it to y'all? So, yeah, burnout. Like, what is it? We did some research and turns out it's something that I feel like can be easily missed. A lot of people are burnt out and just going through like everyday life without even realizing, like, bro, you need to sit down somewhere. But what are you gonna do? So let's talk about this burnout. What is it? Um, I hear it's broken up into three stages, so I'm gonna talk about that first. So yeah, let's begin. The first stage is sleep, chronic fatigue and stress. I've definitely experienced that in my lifetime, especially over this past 5 years. The things that come along with that are exhaustion, being emotionally overwhelmed and drained, and that can show up in situations that like don't need like so you know how a person says like, "Oh my god, my cup is full." Like that means like the littlest thing will like tip them over the edge. Say they're like getting gas and somebody is next to them and they sneeze. That could tip somebody over the edge if they're just completely burnt out. It's like small things like that. And I was functioning like that for the longest time.
Like
And
taking care of kids.
huh?
Like taking care of kids.
Yeah, man. Like kids will have your cup full. I know it's some moms out there that are. Burnt out isn't even the word. I feel like they need a special word for mothers. Like it's burnt out times 1,000. Cause man, like we love our babies, but they be putting us through it.
And
Like
then you
especially,
like
huh?
gotta take time for yourself.
Yeah, but how? Like sometimes there's just not enough hours in the day, and as moms, we literally have to like push through. And I don't know if I want to get into all of this, but like that's where like the anger, bitterness, resentment, just frustrations because of having to push through. That's where stuff like that. That's why you got a bunch of angry moms rolling around out here, like
Mm.
because they have no choice but to keep pushing.
Yeah.
I feel like I was that person for a while. I am the type of person that'll just that keeps pushing, but what I am learning is to speak up about when I'm like getting to the edge because you know we've had conversations about this
Yeah.
and you always like sit me down and tell me like you know you're not a mind reader for one,
Mhm.
and two, I just need to speak up and like say when I need help.
Yeah.
I think for a long time I just assumed that I was like a burden or I wasn't like worthy of the help, or I don't know, something in me didn't want to be problematic by asking for help.
Yeah.
So I would just go and go and go and go and go and be ready to like crash and literally, oh my gosh. So this is for people who are my age and used to watch SpongeBob. There was an episode.
What's your age? Oh wait, is that like the thing like women don't want to discuss their age?
Honestly, I don't.
You don't gotta say if you don't want to. I'm just
I'm 30,
curious because I don't know your age.
bruh. Anyway, let's focus. So SpongeBob, like I'm talking about like the early episodes, not whatever new mess is going on. Right now. Did she call me? Oh, But yeah, so there's an episode where SpongeBob was like Gary's like coach and trainer for this race. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
You do? Like for
Yeah.
real? Okay. And he
Yeah.
kept pushing Gary and pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And he finally gets to the race and like you can clearly see that Gary is like done for, has nothing in him. But he's about to have to like do this long stretch of a race with nothing in him. So he does the race and out of nowhere, like he's crashing and just spontaneously combusts like on the track.
Yeah.
I am Gary. Gary is me.
You was Gary, or are you still Gary?
I feel like I am still Gary at times.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I've acknowledged where I need to work on speaking up about,
Okay.
you know, not turning into Gary all the time. But I was Gary for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was bad. I would literally be, there would be me on the side of the road, flames, smoke, and still not really asking for the proper help.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about not just help with like the kids, help with, okay, so like there's help with the kids, like as far as getting them, helping me, getting them to doctor's appointments and doing all the things. But I also need a level of help that involves taking care of myself.
Right.
And that is where I feel like I'm just now starting to like speak up about. Like, me time is so important to me.
Yeah.
I am a person who enjoys alone time. And I feel like when I don't get that, I end up.
Do you think I try to create that for you?
Yes, most definitely. You do. Sometimes against, like, not against my own will, but like, you basically be like, no, this is what's going to happen so you can do XYZ for yourself. Like, so you can have your time.
Okay. You're not just being nice?
No, trust me. No. That's just a fact.
Okay.
And I can say this honestly because I've never really experienced that with somebody. I mean, like, you're not always aware of when I need that time, but I know if I speak up, you will try your best to make it happen.
Okay.
And that's what I appreciate. I don't
Okay.
expect you to be a mind reader. Sometimes I do. But then I come back to reality and I'm like,
Realize I don't have those type of powers.
right. I just need to say what I need and keep it moving. But yeah, like, burnout for moms, it's a whole nother level. You get emotionally overwhelmed to the point where you're not really taking care of your child's emotional needs. Like, I know for a fact sometimes when I'm ripping and running with Lexi doing all the medical things, I feel like there's nothing left in me to have like me and her time, like as far as just doing things that don't involve changing her trach, changing her dressing for her dialysis port, like, because I'm always with her, but I feel like I don't get to spend time with her, time that's just
You
us
take
chilling.
care of her a lot. During the expand of our relationship, I've witnessed you take care of her 24/7.
Right. And that's my point. Like, it's always taking care. But I know Lexi definitely needs that type of quality time that doesn't involve medical stuff. And her birthday just came up.
Yeah, well, she turned 12.
Yes, she's 12. I have a 12-year-old.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I thought she was turning 13.
Yeah,
but
you
she's
did. You
turning
told
12.
your mother that and everything.
Yeah. She
But
turned 12.
she's 12, almost 13. Woo. But yeah, we just got to spend time together without any babies or anything.
Yeah, what y'all go do? Y'all went to go get your nails done.
Mm-hmm. She
Hair,
wanted
you
to
did
do,
her hair.
well, I did her hair ahead of, like, before we left out.
She get her feet done too.
Yeah, she got a manicure, a pedicure. She got a very mature color, which was black. And it's so funny because the nail tech was trying to like discourage her from getting the color that she wanted. And in my head, I'm like, Lexi, you better stick to your guns. You want black. You tell that lady you want black. And she stuck to her guns. So inside I was proud because she's like, no, I want black. Like, I don't want no pink or whatever you're trying to offer me. Give me black.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to do that. We went to the mall after. Balled out in Claire's and Sephora. I mean, not really balled out, just a little bit. She got a few lip glosses. She got some things in Claire's. Claire's used to be my store. It's mad expensive now.
Claire's,
Claire's, yeah.
like an earring store.
Basically, it's
Okay,
kind of like, yeah,
I'll be
like
forgetting.
earrings, and it's like Five Below, but like girlier.
Mm. Okay.
So we went there. She does still want to go to one other place that I still owe her. It's this place called the Local Oyster in Mount Vernon. That we have to go to, but we'll get to that eventually. We didn't have time to do it because everybody was waiting at her dad's house to sing happy birthday and all the things. But we got to do those things. The point that I'm trying to make is I didn't realize how much I needed that time with her that didn't involve hospital stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to cry at the end because I'm like, man, I miss this. Because at one point it was just us, no babies or anything. Like, so all my time was dedicated to her that, like, didn't have to do hospital stuff. But now, I'm a mom of three now. So my time is just slowly getting away from me. It's hard to delegate time with her that doesn't involve, like, the medical side. But her birthday was definitely a reminder.
Mm.
But back to the rest of burnout and all the things. So we talked about being emotionally overwhelmed and exhausted. Another stage is cynicism and detachment. And this one is like, I feel like I know some cynical people, so I'm just like, dang, are you depressed? Are you burnt out?
Mm.
Cause like, yeah, man, when you start to just be so meh about everything, that's when you need to stop and look at like your thoughts
Yeah.
and think like, why am I like this? Like,
Yeah.
why am there are people in life who are realists and always look at things in like a lot at a from a logical standpoint.
Mhm.
But there's being a realist, and then there's being somebody who just doesn't see the bright side of anything at all, ever. They're either skeptical or doubtful. Nothing higher than skeptical. Like, you
Yeah.
know how some people are skeptical, but they'll like go along with it and hope for the best.
Yeah.
When you get to like skeptical and not hoping for the best, and then it's just like, I know this isn't gonna work and blah 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 blah.
Like even before you don't even try it.
Yeah, and now that I'm saying it out loud, that was me at one point.
Like you, like somebody give you some good advice, but you don't even do it because you're so drawn down.
I let the good advice play over and over in my head, and the more I let it play over in my head, the more these bad thoughts come and just pick at it.
Mm.
Like, imagine happy thought and vultures just like, that's the
Mm.
only thing I can think of. Like, that was me, and I'm
Yeah.
just now realizing it. Like, I just thought everything was bad, which
Yeah.
is so crazy because
How do you think you got out of that mindset?
and that's what I've been trying to figure out. You have a lot to do with it.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
It's the truth. I think
Do you think
having
you? I feel like I know I had my part, but how did you do it yourself?
there was just like I can't explain it, man. Like,
Okay.
something in me just like was pulling me to get up out of that.
Mm.
Like,
Okay.
I cannot explain it. Like, some
Something pulling something out of you.
not literally, but
Mm.
like, you know how you have a strong feeling about something, like your intuition.
Yeah.
Like, you be having feelings of like when you know something's dangerous, something
Yeah.
inside is you like, don't go down that alley
Yeah.
because it's a crazy person waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's kind of the feeling I was getting. Like,
Like when you was feeling detached or
yeah, when I was
cynical.
feeling alone, like
Okay.
alone but surrounded by family, cynical, nothing was like happy, or I wasn't looking forward to anything. Over time, I talked about it in, I guess, like the first episode, I think, where like I got to a point, I want to say like 6 months ago, like, I don't know, I started getting that nudge to like get up out of this mess.
Yeah.
Like, get up out of it's like I created this cave, this dark place for myself, and with your words of encouragement, and like, I sensed your frustration because you see something in me
Mhm.
that is big, that
Yeah.
is like really big. You tell me that all the time.
I believe that you are a special person.
Yes, and you're not just saying that because you're my partner, you're my man. You're saying that because like you really believe that, right?
I definitely believe that
Why you say it like that?
because
But
that's what
like,
I believe.
yeah, like, and you tell me that all the time. And for some reason, again, them little nasty vultures in my brain, when you would tell me things like that, them little vultures would pick at all the positivity you would throw at me,
Well,
like, and tear it to shreds.
well, when I look at it is, I look at what you've been through,
That's true.
what you been dealing with. Alexis, you know, she's had 2 heart transplants, and you are faithfully going to the hospital every day.
At one point during her second heart transplant, remember, I was like living in the hospital with
You
her.
were living in the hospital.
That was a traumatic. I am convinced that I walked away with
Yeah,
PTSD. I'm working it out though.
yeah, you was taking care of her a lot, faithfully, and yeah,
Yeah.
and it takes a special person to not give up based on what she's been through. And I just know that God has in store for you something very special. And it's just going to take us to like work hard and put in a lot of effort to get it. Because, I think He gives us, a time and a place, and we got to like work towards it. Because I don't think, nothing is going to be given.
True.
I
You
think
gotta work for it.
he's gonna set you up, and he's gonna make it so that you know it's grabbable. That's a word. It's
Yeah, I think it
grabbable.
is. Yeah.
It's reachable,
Yeah.
and all you gotta do is do what you're supposed to do
Mhm.
to reach it.
So, and that's exactly my point. Like, you were the voice that was telling me that it was reachable
Yeah,
because I did not see it. I was like, I can't.
you got
Literally.
that. And
That's
that
how a
is
lot of
like,
like my time was. Like, man, it was hard. It was bad. But like, I felt like I couldn't reach anything. All
yeah,
I could do was bunker down and get through.
yeah,
Like, just come out for essentials and crawl back in my cave. Like,
yeah.
so you telling me all the things, like,
Cause now I think about that, there was times when you was like that, and that's like years ago.
not
I mean,
even.
not years, but it's a few years ago
Yeah, when it
where
was
there was
bad, bad,
times where
bad.
you was just like in a cave, and I was like, "Come on, we going out.
And
Let's
I
go.
would
Let's
just
go
be
here.
like, I don't want to.
Let's go here." And I would get you out there though.
You would, and I would just be looking like a little naked bird. Like,
No, you would come out, and it would open you up.
yeah,
You would be
it would
very
take a
happy,
minute.
huh?
It would take a minute, but no,
Yeah.
you're right. I do remember times being
There were
out.
times where we went out, and you were happy, like
Yeah,
happy go lucky, and you was
yeah.
just like, "Yo, I needed this.
And
I
we would
really
come back
needed
like
this."
saying that, like, I'm so, and I would be thinking. I do remember like thinking, being grateful for you like forcing me out,
Yeah.
because I would be
Because you
trying to
would make
find
up a
reasons
whole
to not.
bunch of excuses and wouldn't ask for help. I'm like, ask your mother, she can watch her for a couple hours. Ask your
Yeah,
mother, she can watch her for a few hours. And I think it paid off. Because I think if you would have stayed in that cave, you know, things would have not, you know, been.
what
I
they're
mean, I think
becoming
you would have
now.
eventually got a cave by yourself. Because I feel like you have that special inside of you where you would have figured out yourself later down the road.
Yeah, it probably would have took me like twice as long.
Yeah. But I think you just needed somebody that was good for you and wanted to make sure you get out of that cave because you don't need to be in that cave.
You see the vision. You see the vision and
Yeah.
you act on it.
Yeah.
Whereas I can see something and not act on it.
Yeah, I believe that it's okay to try before you just somebody come up to you and be like, "Oh, you should try this," and then you immediately, "No, I don't want to try that." I'm like,
Without even thinking
"But
about it.
don't you think you should give it some thought? Maybe shoot your shot. Who knows?"
Yeah.
But some people are like that.
I'm one of those people. And I feel like I wasn't always like that.
Mhm.
I'll get into that another time. But
Yeah.
I turned into that person.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
what?
huh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying like community is so important. Like
Okay.
having huh.
Okay.
Surrounding yourself with people who see what you can be, people who are patient with where you are right now,
Okay.
and just surrounding and being easy on yourself. Like it's it's all. I think all of that like helped me kind of come out of hiding.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even think I got to all three. I mean, I kind of did. We
Continue.
talked about cynicism, the things that come along with that, like increased irritability, not feeling productive or motivated to do anything. I felt all of that. And basically, what those feelings develop into is full blown anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
And that kind of just, it's like two anchors wrapped around your feet, and you
Yeah.
literally just cannot move. It's like you're
Yeah.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
So it's a journey, a long, scary one sometimes, but you just gotta look up and see who you have around you. And if you don't
What
have,
if you don't have anybody around you?
you said, what if?
Yeah. What if you don't have anybody around you? What would you? What would your advice be if you don't have anybody around you?
This is where faith comes in. Like, I don't know if everyone can identify this, but I'm a firm believer that if you ask God to put people in your life that can help you become a better person, I feel like cuz I feel like God does things through people. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like people be wanting this weird crazy miracle like God to do some weird like
Magic.
ta-da magic show in front of them when whole time he sent somebody to help you get out of what you was trying to get out of. Like
Yeah.
say you struggling with like alcohol and you down bad and all you can do is pray like God help me.
Mm-hmm.
You asking God to help you, but at the same time you expecting God to like create some weird light energy thing and bust out of you and then ta-da I'm healed. But
Mm.
no, like God will send somebody in your life to help you come out of this alcohol abuse or whatever it's called. Like
Yeah.
it he works through people. So I believe in God and I believe if I ask him for anything, he will definitely make it happen. Just open yourself up to what you're asking for. Be aware of the people that are coming into your life and help him to give you wisdom to realize you are for me. You are here to help me. And just take it from there. It's like a steps of trust between you and God. The more
Okay.
you trust him, the more you'll see like what is around you and what is for you to help you become the person that you're supposed to be. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to preach or nothing, but I feel like that's real.
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
But yeah, I feel like praying community is important as far as burnout. Definitely taking breaks
Mm.
cuz some people just always on the go.
Like what kind of breaks?
Like sometimes you got to call in sick. Cuz shoot, man, it ain't lying. Like honestly,
Yeah.
if you need a mental day,
You know what?
I don't feel good. I got to
I've been seeing that where like people be like, don't go to work if you gotta take time for yourself. Take time for yourself because some people at them businesses do
Don't
not care
care.
about you.
Don't care. They will replace you at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
They want you to go, 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 and run yourself into the grave.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop and just take inventory of your brain. Like, I'm over here snapping on people for no reason. I'm
Who you
not
was snapping on?
eating.
Who you was snapping on? Who you snapping on? I want to know who you was snapping on.
You, man. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
for no reason. And I would literally be by myself sometimes, like, why did I react like that? That was so dumb. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like, so just, you got to be honest with yourself, because I could be going off on you and then really be like, no, man, he deserved it because he shouldn't have said la 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 la. When whole time, like, Brittany, it was you. Like,
there's times where you did snap on me and then you like
come back and
apologize several hours later or the next day, and I just be like, wow.
I mean, better than not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes time.
Take time to, like, you know.
But I know you don't want to go to bed angry at your partner. Like, it's not something that you want to do. It takes time for me. Like,
yeah,
it does take time, but I'm working on it. But like, when you are going off on people like that, you want to stop and be like, did I really handle that the best way I could have? Maybe I need to stop and take a break. Realize, like, my needs aren't getting met the way I want them to. That's probably why I'm going off like this. Like, I need XYZ, whatever it could be. I need some relief. That's why I'm spazzing on my kids, my man, my coworkers. Like, I just need to pause. So take a break. Surround yourself with people who actually care about your well-being. Like, definitely. Set boundaries. I'm learning this one because people will take advantage.
What do you mean by set boundaries?
Boundaries, like, with communication, boundaries with physically doing things. Because I feel like people that know that you're a doer will take advantage of that.
Like, what you like? Give me more detail. Like, boundaries and people. Like, what do you mean? Cause you talking about
like being saying no.
Okay.
Like, it's as simple as that. I don't
like to like when somebody want to come out, want you to come out.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to just not. There are a lot of people in the world that are people pleasers, and they don't want to tell a person no, because then they're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna think I'm being standoffish. They're gonna think X, Y,
I see what you're saying. Cause so like your energy, you want to keep your energy in a good place.
Yes.
And you don't want to go to another location where you know or you feel like that energy is not good over there.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, like, you just can't keep releasing yourself to everything. Okay. Yeah, like, it just gets to be a lot. Or just saying no to people that just consistently ask and ask and ask.
Right.
But also, I mean, they may need help, but you got to think of you too.
Yeah.
You have to also be aware of people who make excuses for why they can't do stuff, but yet always expecting you to do stuff. Yeah. I've encountered that, and that's stressful. Like, it can have your brain going in circles. So yeah, I just want to reiterate: pray, have good community. What else? Set boundaries is so important. Protect yourself. Don't be like building walls that don't need to be built, but definitely set respectful and realistic boundaries, and that looks different to everybody.
Yeah.
And lastly, prioritize self-care. Self-care could be going to, like, take yourself to get a snowball. Snowballs are good. I got one today. Snowballs are self-care. Trips to Target are self-care.
Oh, we did a lot of those.
Yes, man. I'm so glad.
I don't know what it is about Target.
It's so amazing.
It's just, I don't know, like Target and Walmart, I'd rather go to Target.
I was about to say, yeah, Walmart
I don't know what it is.
Ghetto and chaotic.
Maybe it's because Target is only on one floor.
I take that back. Walmart's not ghetto and chaotic.
Yeah, it's not ghetto.
It's not.
I mean, the Walmart where we
go.
Going to is not
Not
ghetto.
all Walmarts are created equally, but I feel like all Targets are created equally.
But all Walmarts have, like, no, not all Walmarts have 2 floors. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just
not all
me
of
being
them.
lazy.
It depends. Yeah, the one that we go to has 2 floors.
The Target,
I
the
mean, the
Walmart.
Walmart that we
Yeah,
go to has 2 floors. I don't like
I
that.
don't know. I think it's just. I think it's just Target. Target is just.
Whoever I can't remember what the job title is for the people who like create the floor plans,
Mhm.
merchant like people in merchandising that set up like
Yeah.
the lighting, the flow of the store. It's right. Y'all are in our brains. And I know y'all get paid big bucks because y'all are in our brains so bad that literally you walk into Target and it tells you what to buy. You will
What?
go.
What do you mean? It tells you what to buy?
Yeah, you know we didn't go into Target for like a T-shirt or something,
Yeah.
or like
How do
some
you?
lotion.
How do you know? I don't. I never thought about it telling me what to buy.
Dorian, we be going to Target and like we just be like getting things that we didn't even say we needed until we get there.
Hmm. You got a good point.
And then we just like, dang. I know I be in my head like,
Yeah,
we
we
really
need
just
this.
spent this. Like, and we did not come in here to spend this.
Yeah, but that stuff we be needing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Target be like convincing you, like, but you need this. And you go with it because it's the truth.
You know what it is?
Mind control.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
their
don't know if
symbol.
it's mind control. I don't
It's
know. It might be.
that bullseye. You stare into that bullseye
Mhm.
and you're hooked.
So why you don't get that from Walmart?
Because they don't got it like that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Walmart is good, but like Walmart is a place that I go to and I get what I need and come out.
Okay.
Target is like an experience. You
Mm.
know, we go to Target just to feel happy.
Yeah. No, you know what we do to go feel happy?
What?
We go to IKEA too.
Oh my gosh.
But
Yes.
that's like yeah.
Target and IKEA. I wish
Target
they
and
had
IKEA.
Starbucks and IKEA, but they got a whole freaking
Yeah,
cafeteria.
if they had Starbucks and IKEA, I would definitely spend longer.
Yes.
We would spend longer time there.
But that Starbucks and Target, we get a nice little pink drink or whatever we looking for.
I love that
Look at
pink
you.
drink.
And we just be chilling, walking around. It's
Yeah.
perfect. But anyways, yes, Target is good for your mental health. It's definitely a good self-care practice.
So like walking
around Target,
shopping,
doing
grab a
things
couple
with
things.
your partner that you guys love.
But see, we bring the kids too, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like family.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
you want to do something. Like just, I mean, you don't have. I think self-care is family time and like
Alone time with your partner or by yourself.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know, if you have your family with you, you guys want to do something that doesn't involve like logistical things like we got to do this, we got to make dinner, we got to do this and all the things.
Right.
Just chilling, going in the playground, going to Target and just vibing out is self-care.
Yeah.
Getting your hair done, getting a haircut, that's self-care. Like
Yep.
going off to like go get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Yeah.
That is self-care.
Yep.
It's the little things. You don't gotta like have tons of money to like go to a spa and all the things for that to be self-care. So I just want y'all to know.
I mean,
like,
spa would be nice though.
it definitely would.
It would be nice.
But I'm just saying, you don't.
There are other things that you can do to.
Yeah, it don't gotta be up spa level. Like every time you need a self-care moment.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, go to where they sell face masks at. Go to Sephora. I bought Lexi 2 face masks. And she put one on the other night. I'm like, look at you. It was so cute. But simple things like that, like wash your hair. Sometimes your scalp needs a good massage.
Yeah, I believe that.
But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. Burnout is real. It's definitely real for moms. I don't want to negate anybody else's burnout. Moms go through it. Regular people go through I'm saying regular people, like
people
moms
go through
like,
it in general.
Yeah, everybody goes through burnout. I just want you to know, if you don't have anybody, you have me. Like, if you're feeling like you're burnt out, tell me in the comments, shoot me a message, and we can chat about it. I feel like I'm a good listener.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think you're a good listener.
I try to be. I really do. So tell me if you've experienced burnout, how you've experienced it, how you got through it. And you sharing it in the comments, I'm pretty sure will help somebody else who's reading the comments, who's probably just neck deep or probably drowning,
Mm.
looking for relief.
Yeah.
So don't hide. I feel like you shouldn't hide your pain. I feel like you shouldn't hide your weaknesses, the things that you're going through. I feel like people heal through sharing of their problems,
Yeah.
basically. Just want to say that this is a safe space. So you can share anything and we can chat about it. And if there's any haters in the comments, I'm going to karate chop you out of there with the block button. Because we don't do no hate.
Wow, you karate chopping people now.
Yeah, gotta protect my people. But that's it, guys. I hope you got something out of this. I hope to see you soon. And that's it. Bye.